Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain to you how the police procedural works. Okay, so there's cops, and there's managers of cops, and then there's prosecutors, and there's managers of prosecutors. That is really how the police procedural is staffed. These people, their job is to know what's going on. That's their first job. The first job of any magistrate is to establish what's happening. Once we establish what's happening, we know how to handle it. We use the law in order to have guidelines for what we should do. But the law in no way compels magistrates. It in no way compels prosecutors. Pretty much every cop and every prosecutor has the option to not pursue. Every cop, every prosecutor has the option to not look. But they do. And their main interest is not necessarily to put away criminals. It's to know what in the hell is going on. All right? So every law enforcement operation in the entire planet Earth is an intelligence agency. Every sheriff's department is an intelligence agency. Every local police officer is an intelligence agent. And their job is to look around and see who's a criminal and who's not. Who's behaving themselves and who's not. Now, a lot of this information they don't act on. A lot of the things that they know, they don't move on. When the sheriff's department knows that drugs are being dealt out of a house, they don't come in and raid that house. They stand and wait. They wait in cars. They look from helicopters. They pay attention to phone records. When you text someone, you don't know whether they're under federal investigation. When you're a woman and you're texting and you're sexting and you're sending these gangsters your titties, cops are looking at it. Prosecutors are looking at it. They just don't act on it. Now, they're humans. They're not like autonomous agents without any kind of, ability to manage what they're thinking. But at the same time, they can't help but think. They can't help but remember. Now, we try to compartmentalize. We try to separate what's actionable versus what's not actionable. But make no mistake, the cops know that you thieve. The cops know that you killed that person. The cops know that you're a drug dealer. They just aren't acting on it. All right? Now, when it gets to a higher level, when it gets to the state, when it gets to the nation, they really do know. There is no telecom company in America, when the feds come to them, they don't give all of your shit away. They will do it voluntarily. They will do it without a court order. They will do it if they're asked nicely. This is just standard procedure, okay? The feds spend 5 years when they're coming after you. They look into every single person that you've ever met. They interview everyone that you've ever engaged with. They figure you out and then they convict you. Now, what I want people to know from this is I want them to be more considerate and thoughtful when they go out doing crime. Don't think you're actually going to get away with it. Don't think people don't actually know what you're doing. We are waiting for you to be a danger. And when you are a danger, you won't be able to even do what you're thinking about doing, and we'll come at you with everything that you've ever done. That's how it works. That's how justice is administered in America, in the United Kingdom, in Saudi Arabia. You can't escape it. It's just how it works.